Alright, it's been a little bit. The end of last session, the party was traveling past the gaswood through the cadaver wood to get to this tower called the Caste of Alarek, where they believe the first of, or one of, artifacts that still contain the stained blood of the werewolf queen's blood. They encountered members of the Dark Apostles, which they promptly fought. A hired sword that was perhaps a bit stronger than expected, named Estok. A self-proclaimed hero killer escaped the battle after injuring Aravi, and promised to return at some point. After making a sort of peace with the thralls that were entrusted to guard the pathway, they've gotten through and have arrived at the Caste of Alarek, which I believe the picture is still in Discord.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and show that up.
Pretty cool. Estok is also pretty cool. I can't wait to punch him later.
You're very excited to punch him, which is very fair.
That's it. I'll just punch him once and then leave. That's it. That's all. I don't do anything else.
Great until he two-shot me.
Yeah.
He should have hit me. God damn it! I'm the tank.
I thought we decided that even if he had hit you, you would have gone down.
Only if I wasn't immune to poison.
Oh, right.
There's a few
That was
factors
like
involved.
half of his damage.
It was most of his damage. It was plus 3d6, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He was mean. And we'll see what comes of that soon. And for now, the party arrives at the foot of the very large, imposing tower.
Oh yes, I forgot our familiars had 11 health.
Yep. Yeah,
Strongest familiars in the night
Until
in the
we
realm.
sleep.
yeah, buff as shit right now.
Well, as long as the familiars don't sleep, they keep their hit points.
Hmm.
And it's funny because, technically speaking, familiars can't sleep.
Yeah, that's also true, but I don't think that's what they meant.
You keep your temporary hit points until you take a rest. So just never rest, forehead.
Told me I had to sleep. Alright. There are remnants of travel, prints, very visible tracks, old remnants of campsites, destroyed wagon. In the sort of negative space of the entrance of the Caste, there seems to be a sort of, and throughout the entire thing as it goes up, any seemingly like doorways or windows, all have this sort of flowing, living, liquid, oily film, sort of flowing through like the entrance of the windows.
Oh, that's concerning.
And I guess to be clear, these aren't like doorways, they're also just windows. Since this thing is buried to a point, you're not exactly sure how deep, but it's sticking out from the ground.
Dope. What a large place. I don't
It's a
suppose
very big tower.
I don't suppose we're going to have to investigate all of it, are we?
I hope not. We're looking for
so.
something in particular.
Relics.
Do we have any kind of description of what are we looking for so we know right away?
You guys don't have a description of what you're looking for. You know that you can likely find the answer to that within the tower itself. You're not exactly sure what you're in for. The Church of the White had very little information on this structure as a whole. If you guys would like to roll history checks or religion checks would also work, you can get more information on what the hell the structure even is.
Seems good to me.
Rava, you're old. What do you remember? You know anything about this?
Yeah, he'll roll as well. Ooh. I think because of the stats that he has, his intelligence is 2, but I'm going to increase that because that's not quite right.
You're old.
I was just using that as
Yeah.
a flavor for my roll, but that's fine with me too.
Oh. Well, just...
I just like the you're old.
Yeah, just in addition to that, I'm just like, oh, I look at it, drop his sheet, and I was like, oh yeah, he should definitely have 12
Yeah,
or
it's a
2
classic.
intelligence.
Old man, what do you know?
He goes, Well, some good rolls across the board.
I do not perceive my own.
Pull up my own notes so I can make sure to get everything right.
Did your roll not come through, Chenny?
Nah, I rolled. I just got a 13.
We'll start with you, Alyxend. You do know of this structure, though you'd have probably heard of it as Alarek's Rise, or Alarek's Ascent before.
Hmm.
An artifact of a very old age, called the Great Age of Magic, that was inhabited by a mage of some sort, you're not quite sure the details, by the name of Alarek. So you don't know any details, but the fact that you know what you know shows that it was this very, very old structure. So the rest of you are able to discern Alarek is known as the father of necromancy. The person
Well,
who
that's uncomfortable.
essentially fathered in the entire school of magic during said Great Age of Magic very, very long ago before the Admixtion.
Oh.
And like many mages of his time, had his own private chamber quarters that were magically built and built upon more and more over the years and over their lives. This is his tower, and likely each floor has different, possibly chronologically ordered tiers of his research and his delve. Now, this figure was known as a very terrible, evil person, though the stories say that after a certain point before the Admixtion, he completely disappeared. Now, because this is so old, more stories exist about things that have happened since then within the tower. It is believed that the werewolf queen was attempting to find artifacts of old, ancient, basically the core of the Lichen curse itself. She believed information lied here in this cast about that, and was attempting to find it. But so were the Dark Apostles of the time, and as such, there was a large battle that occurred here, somewhere.
Father of necromancy. Well, I guess this is the Dark Continent for a reason, yeah?
That is true. Before we... Alyxend looks kind of nervous.
Yes.
I suppose I should be out with it. Well, considering the potential dangers that we may be facing within, it is probably for the best. As you know now, They fumbled their words for a little while. Please, don't be alarmed. And they begin undoing some straps around, like, their helmet. Probably way more than the average helmet ought to have. You hear the sound of clasps and the undoing of, like, buckles. And finally, they slowly take off their helm, underneath which is a quite clean and pretty well engraved and embellished skull. No eyes, no connective tissue, just ivory, lead, and iron.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I should have asked you. You're probably pretty old. That's kind of beautiful, though. Who made the markings?
Other members of my order when my mortal form finally passed. Yes, I assume I'm old. The world has changed a lot. Last I remember when I walked it.
This is quite a surprise.
I don't know. I'm not actually that surprised. You saw what I was doing before, right?
I wanna poke the eye holes.
I still
be rude.
feel.
Never mind, I don't wanna poke the eye holes.
Well, I am glad that I'm not being met with, well, other such reactions.
Giving me no cause to doubt you.
Anson just gives a
I'm not
brief nod.
too familiar with undead, but as long as they're not trying to kill me, it's probably fine.
My order, when we were still alive, we would sign contracts and make oaths, swear them to continue serving even after death. Our members tend to keep their wills beyond the mortal coil, though I know not why I awoke when others did not. I think there was some sort of disturbance. It shook my resting place, and, well, I find myself in a world unlike that of before.
But it sounds kind of like your dragon stories.
Very similar. Maybe after all this is said and done, we should delve into perhaps our shared history.
Rava says we should talk about you and dragons when we're done with this.
Well, I would be glad to. If you have any questions, I suppose now would be the time.
How do you eat?
I
Rava
no
wants to know
longer
how you
eat.
Okay, well, that's handy.
In terms of if we were to get into a tight scrape, I'm afraid only my own magic is able to mend my body.
That didn't seem true. Didn't one of us heal you last time?
It didn't work.
Oh. Well, I suppose you might give us an advantage in that, Tower of the Necromancer.
It is unclear whether or not my state will be a help or a hindrance, but I think you ought to know in case it goes either way.
I appreciate the trust.
Vidnov will pull out one of his only silver dagger. Would you happen to have issues with silver? It's probably good to know, so that we know what to try avoid using around you.
No, silver does not harm me. I believe I even have silver on my ribs somewhere.
Ah, that is good to know.
Well, it doesn't harm me any more than a dagger to the skull would harm me.
So you do take normal damage then. I guess that was obvious from our last encounter.
Yes, bones break. The inside of this armor is padded to prevent as much of that as possible. And then I am shelled in steel. They slowly put the helmet back on, making sure everything is in place so that their visage is unseen. Not many like viewing their end of their journey, so I will remain as such for probably, well, as long as you know me, unless for whatever reason I need to change my helmet.
Are there any other discoveries to be made before we venture forward?
No, I don't believe so. I'm immune to poisons and, well, rest is different to when I was alive. I can stand vigil over all of you, if must.
Another useful trait.
Boy, I think I can do something to help. I really appreciate how much you have been looking for us, and if we don't know what we are going to find in there, I would like to help a little. You will see how Roy is start to take like a small hood that he has, and he's going to lend it to Alex. I designed this to help in the battle. Either you are on the front or in the back. This will make easy for you to, concentrate your spells, and in case something goes wrong, you might use it to maybe deflect some of the damage and keep you on your feet. Basically, I'm offering you my what's his name? My mind sharpener for basically insta success on concentration checks.
Ooh. Oh, good.
I know. Basically, you have 4 charges, and when you fail the con save, you can spend 1 charge, and it recharges every long rest.
Beautiful.
I know.
Very nice.
Thank you very much. I shall do my best to ensure everybody's safety. We'll return victorious, I'm sure.
Well, we cover each other's back, right?
Alyxend gives a nod. I thank you for the trust you've placed in me. Now, I shall return the favor. Onwards.
Bravo would have told me if you were bad anyway.
Rama gives a slow nod.
No, I remember how to take my turn.
I can't move. It
Oh
says,
no.
It says token attaches
yeah.
post-processing.
Oh no. This is
Oh,
gonna be a
God.
corpse. It's gonna be another invisible corpse here forever.
Oh, Christ.
Meanwhile, Vidnov is just staring at the fish that Karps is carrying very curiously.
My fish. My fish.
Oh, that's fine. I don't plan to eat it. Regardless, I've seen you traveling with it. I don't think I'd want to taste it.
Yeah, it doesn't even smell like bad, which is impressive considering how long it's been on your back.
Yeah, it's a family fish. It's a magic fish.
Oh, is it? And Vidnov
Yeah.
kind of hops closer, and I want to try an Arcana check.
Alright. 21 Arcana on fish. You need to be super specific, but what are you exactly trying to sort of see?
I was just told it was magical, so I guess I'm just trying to find the magical vibes it's giving off in whatever fashion.
It seems... Let me see something. It's certainly giving off some sort of magic energy. You're not quite sure exactly what that is, considering you're not much of a spellcaster. But it's to you. It just looks. It seems like just a floppy, like basically dead fish. But there's something very bizarre about it. Obviously, it's in mostly pristine condition. It's not exactly emitting like a horrible scent or anything.
Okay, so I'd have to get quote-unquote further along in my studies to learn more about this in any more fashion, since I'm an
just give
arcane
yourself
trickster.
some more time. But yeah. A quick glance at it is definitely sets off flags, but you don't really know how to interpret them.
What little of the eyebrows you can see on a raven, one is quirked higher.
This results in you just
Intriguing.
tilting your head.
Put my head parallel to Vidnov.
Vidnov tilts it the other way.
I follow the tilt.
I do that until one of us stops.
Robbie just starts walking. Okay.
Not too close to the structure, but close enough to get an interesting look.
Mm-hmm.
You know I like you guys.
Oh,
Immediately, very, very old. The stone is strong, though it's... For what you can imagine it's been through, the structure physically, the stone is keeping very sturdy.
Does there appear to be any entrance? Is that what the little black squares are?
Yeah, the black spurs, again, are windows visually, but they're just filled with this... Like where a window pane would be, instead it is this opaque black film, like oily-looking film. There's just like living fluid flowing.
Aravi's gonna pick up a rock and lob it through the film.
A little like puddle, or like a little splash, and it just goes through.
Does it look like that this site was used recently?
It does look like the campfire is used somewhat recently. No smoke or anything, but it seems moderately fresh, like within a week.
Okay.
Survival check if you'd like to get a more accurate reading.
I'll instead just sit on one of the logs, and the eyes on Vidnov will go blue as he goes into his familiar, and he'll start more or less scouting out the exterior of the tower.
Alright. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. Open up familiar. Perception.
Immediately you can see this tower is not even exactly vertical, it's leaning slightly. The entire structure is made out of the same brick that's still put together completely, but cracked and dented and scratched horribly. All windows, or all manner of windows, entrances, but it's just windows basically going across the whole tower, all have that sort of black oily film. So sort of loop around the tower and get a look around it.
I'm gonna pick up a chunk of this broken cart, like a beam, and I'll poke it through the liquid and pull it back.
Right.
Take a look at it.
Seems unaffected. You touch it a little bit, there's nothing like on it. There's no like residue.
I'm going to have the familiar sit on about like, I guess what would be the equivalent of 5 stories higher than the current level we're seeing. I'm gonna have it sit on the ledge of one of the windows and just poke its head through while I'm looking through its eyes.
Nothing immediately happens. It pokes its head through and you just sort of see that same sort of film just engulfing its vision. It's sort of wavy, and it's just like a sort of wavy, inky blackness.
Okay, I'll have it slowly walk forward.
a certain
While they're
point.
doing all of this,
Yes.
I like to start ritualing detect magic.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Should it be centered on myself?
You can just right click to snap to the template if you want. You just declare where it's at.
Ah, there you go. It's just 30 feet away. Radius 30 feet around me. Oosh.
You would detect. Not that.
Need a ritual anyway, so
Yeah.
Vidnov can probably do some scouting.
The entire tower, like the physical stone itself, gives off a sort of faint magical presence. The inky film gives off a strong conjuration magic field. Vidnov, as the familiar steps through it, the moment that it becomes entirely engulfed by the sort of film, it is brought to another place. It sees a room. Seems to be relatively empty. Under it is some sort of ritual circle that's glowing slightly. And in the corner, or to the north end of it, is a large door, and in the corner is a table with a book on it.
Okay. And would this still be within range for me to go into the Raven?
No. In fact, I would say that the moment you get a snapshot of that, and then
Okay. Yeah, so should anybody be staring at Vidnov as he's doing this, his eyes immediately flash back from the blue to normal. And he just sits there for a moment before shaking his head a little bit. Well, my familiar is gone.
Roughly where did they disappear?
It is beyond a mile from here. Or on another plane.
I see.
I don't know for certain. I simply know that I can't interact with it anymore.
Perhaps they will return soon.
If it can.
Very well.
I did get a brief glimpse of what happened when it went into one of the... And then he'll just gesture a wing towards the structure. It's entered into a room that had some sort of ritual circle.
Difficult to tell without seeing it. In that case, we should tread carefully. Do you think we should decide which one of these portals to go through?
I do think if we can, that we should all be holding hands, as many would say, as we pass through the visage. Hopefully to prevent us from being separated, if possible.
Very well.
I do have a rope. Okay. Aravi takes out his rope and rope around myself, gave it to Alyxend, and then walked in.
Okay. Huh.
Well, I get
This
40.
always helps with the decision process.
Get you pulled away.
You feel the
sloppy
rope
squeezing.
going. The rope tightens, and it feels like it's pulling you in. And it gets exponentially stronger. So it's just like tight at first, and then it just starts pulling you.
Let's go. And Vidnov's just gonna sit on top of Alyxend.
Alright.
Halt!
Like,
Okay. Anyone not going in?
Karps is out here like, well, I guess I'm here.
Right, now the Karps campaign. No.
Yeah, Estok.
The one man not to step into the tar pit.
Estok comes out of nowhere, shanks him in the ribs twice, and leaves.
Alright. Hold on a moment. Please let me know when you're loaded.
I am.
Immediately, Vidnov, you will gain, or you'll feel your connection to your familiar.
I am.
And you did go through, right, Karps? I can't hear him because he didn't go through.
You
Ah,
are muted.
Vondiv, you're still alive.
Oh god.
Ooh,
I lost him.
boy.
Put him here for now.
This is going to get complicated.
What the?
You hear Spartos? Give him a minute.
Oh
I just
no.
got-
They're dead.
Oh god. Yes, immediately, you guys.
Wait, no, I'm dead.
But
It's like the knee
I-
slap, except it makes like a little like bell noise because it's like hollow.
I can start unleashing all of the skeleton puns.
Start.
I mean, yeah, I've done a few so far, but now it could be unhinged.
You're right. You haven't unleashed them yet. Well,
Little did they know, the moment I removed the veil, the skeleton puns would follow.
Alexand's personality changes completely.
He's become an
It's-
absolute joker.
His
It's
class
spooky
changes to
till
bard.
skeleton hour. Forever.
And then Alyxend goes, I remove the hood, and you see a skull, but it has been jeweled in a Joker-like face. Anyway, the scene is, as it appears, a large room. Seems to be some sort of temporary campsite to the right side of you guys. Forward on ahead, you see a large stone structure or some sort of large stone contraption that seems to be moving. Or it seems to be able to move. It seems like it has multiple components. And on the left and right, these sort of black walls here, you see partially scratched out, partially legible writing, and there's a tiny glowing orb over here.
I am Moth.
Stick my head in the tent. Do I see anything interesting?
Nothing in the tent that is of note, just another cot. A small little bag.
Did you say if the fire was lit or not?
The fire is lit, or rather, it is just embers.
Okay, smoldering embers.
Yeah, smoldering.
Is this a lever or a sconce?
That is a sconce. It has a sort of. It's like a pure white candle that's just emitting like a pure white light from it.
I
One in
wonder
every
if
corner except the southeast one is broken.
I wonder if what was his name? Stefan came through here.
Well, the campfire. Well, the campfire is recent enough that that's possible.
Orb.
Alright, so inspecting this, it seems to be a tiered list of columns and rows. Each one has a name and a sort of sphere-like slot next to it. Only one of them has an orb within the sphere slot. And some of them are legible. On that side, you see the one with the sphere has the tag Meeting Hall. And actually,
Meeting.
What languages do you speak, Alyxend?
Common and undercommon.
Yes, this is written in undercommon.
All written in undercommon. Strange.
There are more,
It
but
says
not all legible.
this orbs is the glowing orb is marked by Meeting Hall. I wonder if that has any significance.
You back, Spartos?
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, I'll go just make sure.
Well, time to start touching things.
Well, before that, let me read you off the ones that you see on this side that are still legible. You see Meeting Hall, which has an orb in the slot. You see Visitors' Quarters, Visitors' Quarters, Necromantic Antecedent Chamber. The next one is illegible. They're unintelligible. Am I using that word right? Illegible?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Unintelligible.
Wait, necromantic what now?
Actually, I'll just write these down. That makes the most sense. So, Meeting Hall. Active. Visitors' Quarters. Again, these are all in undercommon. Necromantic Antecedent Chamber. The next two are unintelligible. And followed by Curse Gallery.
Ooh.
Unintelligible. Oubliette. And those are the ones on that side. I know what a good word.
You love a good oubliette.
Not quite as good as a gazebo.
There's one here that says Caste Gallery. If we're looking for things in relation to werewolf and lycanthropy and the like, do you think that would be a good place to start?
It's as good a place as any.
How does this work, I wonder?
Only one way to find out, it seems.
I ponder the orb.
You ponder the orb, make an investigation check. To sort of figure out what the hell you're looking at.
I do not ponder the orb very well.
The orb returns
I resort-
no answer.
I resort to the next reasonable solution. Touch it. I see if I can pluck the orb from its slot.
Alright. It seems so you're trying to pull it out. It does not seem to give way in that direction. You kind of tugging on it a little bit. It feels like it's kind of giving way a little bit. Do you want to push it? Or like pull further?
Vidnov's gonna back up a little bit.
Not if it doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. I give it a boop.
Alright. You press it in, and immediately the machine begins to whir.
Oh, looks like it's time to rage against the machine.
Ah.
Oh, you're gonna get shorn in half.
Yeah. Vidnov has to dodge out of the way just a second. Just a moment. Or rather, his Raven Familiar. An entryway makes itself known. As the machine sort of whirs and shifts. You see different, large stone parts moving.
Is it still moving, or did it just move slightly?
It has stopped. It only moved a little bit, but it ended up with this, and you can see you're looking now towards just an empty blackness, very similar to the way you got in here.
Interesting.
Going into my familiar,
The
does
orbs
it
your keys.
seem brighter?
No.
Or does it seem like magical?
You can see more clearly though. It is the same exact sort of inky film.
Oh, okay.
You're checking
If
out
I'm
that side,
inspecting
Alex?
this correctly, it seems like this is not too dissimilar from those windows, for lack of a better term, that we walked through.
Do it again?
Grumble of acknowledgement. Old people noise.
Old person knows. Well, I guess we're gonna check out the. What was this one called, Alex?
Meeting hall. It is spelled M-E-E-T, not M-E-A-T, right?
Yes. No, that would be really funny.
Okay.
Or you don't have to say? You're not quite sure because the translation is
Oh
really
god.
common. You're not quite sure. I will say before you guys head out, Alex, and there is an equivalent sort of series of text and slots on this side.
Hmm. The same either side, but no similar orb.
No, there seems to be only one orb. You make an intelligence check.
Brain time? That thing I don't have.
On the other side, it seems relatively. These ones, like the sort of slots in the stairs I'm supposed to go into, seem really smooth and no wear and tear. On the other side, it seems like there was a few that were forced out.
Donk.
However, on this side, that an alchemy laboratory,
Ooh.
servants' quarters 2. Unreadable. Unreadable. Anatomy workshop. Vault. Master's quarters, and you cannot read the last one.
A lot of places.
Yes.
"16 locations in total, of which 6 are illegible. I know not how this machine works, but we should keep an eye out for potentially more orbs to ponder.
Always a good pastime. Alright, does the party step on through?
Onwards."
Very well. The sort of same feeling.
Yep.
The same sort of feeling as last time. The party is transported to another part of the cast. This is the same spot that you got a snapshot of when your Raven Familiar teleported Vidnov. So you get a much clearer picture of the room now.
Ah, this is the room that Vondiv was in.
I think we missed Aravi. Sorry, Rava.
Oh, poor guy. Let me grab him. He got scared. Immediately, you notice behind you something that you're Raven Familiar missed because you just got a snapshot of it. In front of you is two sort of golem-looking creatures, armor entities that have just collapsed on the ground, the armor dented and destroyed. There are two sort of slots in the wall that it seems like they've come out of, and they've long since been destroyed, and retain a small bit of sort of green light coming out of them, but hardly much at all.
Any weapons?
None. none that you can see. Also, as you guys step off of the circle, same sort of lights flicker on.
Gasp.
Convenient.
Vidnov. The book
Yes.
is labeled Visitor's Book.
Are there dates next to any of the names that I assume that I can see?
There are not dates, but there are names.
Okay.
The most recent is Stefan.
It seems Stefan was in here. And he'll use a talent to gently tap on the name.
Well, if you put his name down, perhaps we should too.
Above board was the corpse that we found in the coffin Stefan's?
That was
No, it was one of the prior adventurers.
one of the
Okay.
adventurers from the last group before you guys.
Okay.
We do see a name. The name before Stefan is Paula. Pawla.
That was one of them, wasn't it?
That was the last
Yeah.
one, yes.
Yeah, it was the dwarven woman.
Perhaps we should. Or perhaps we use a group name.
What sort of group name?
Ooh.
I have none in mind at the moment.
The real session starts here. Come up with group name.
Alright, guys. I say we call ourselves the Three Curses.
Why the three
Why is
curses?
that? I
There
don't
are
know.
7 of us.
Just feels right.
Okay.
8 if you count the fish. 9 if you count the cannon.
Give me a gem and we can be 10, buddy.
How about the familial bunch? Since all but one of us seems to have some form of a familiar.
That sounds like the Brady Bunch, and I'm almost here for it, but perhaps individual names might be better. Who knows what kind of magic this occurs?
As you wish. It'll simply move off of the book.
Is there a writing implement,
There is, yeah.
or
There's a
okay?
bill right next to it.
Quick side note, I am seeing 2 Ravas.
He's,
No, you
he's
don't.
just a powerful.
I believe originally he was here, but he was like being covered by someone.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
Alright, do you guys write your names down?
I do.
Alright.
Same.
Yep.
Is anyone not?
I'll wait to see if anything happens after the others write their names.
Everyone else
We
present.
just die.
Rava will sort
Of
of
a heart attack.
sort of look at you for Aravi, and he'll hop up on it as well and attempt to sort of write his name very roughly with his beak. After all of that, everyone but Vidnov,
Write his name without the quill into the book with his beak.
it just breaks the page, it's just scratching it up completely. No. Nothing happens after that, no.
Okay. Then I will dip my talon in ink and write in Aarakocra my name.
Alright. After you do that, there is a sort of shake in the room. You will see
Of course.
one of these entities, an arm will just go poof, and it will just like smack against the floor as if it was like trying to activate in some way. But nothing actually happens with it, it is far too destroyed. And additionally, the door will open.
Do I need to make a wisdom save to see if Vidnov thinks he's the protagonist?
You can totally do that.
And I look at this thing in front of me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The armor is not of any make that you've seen before. It's very old and dented. Seems to be some sort of golem type creature. It's possibly previously animated. It retains a very slight hint of sort of green light, green flame to it, flickering in its core.
Fish, this thing's cool.
Shed in by a 10-foot pole.
Are you sure that thing's not going to come up and attack us? I don't want to get hit in the back while I'm on your back.
I'm looking at it. How's it gonna hit you in the back?
You just saw that thing,
You want me to walk
you just saw that thing
backwards?
swing its arm. Well, it's going to hit me. I'm on your back. It's going to hit you in the back, and it's going to hit me.
I'll walk backwards then. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Fine.
Alright.
Man, I wish you were Stinky so we can just call you Stinky from now on.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I can tell them all your real name is Stinky. Don't make me. You'll be forever known as Stinky. And walk away.
I just calling your hatred entity Stinky.
Yeah. Give me all that lip.
A long corridor.
Yes, long corridor, and the end seems to be collapsed in. As you guys walk, there seems to be pedestals along the sides. Perhaps that once have contained things that have long since been removed. Destroyed paintings, pictures.
Yep. As I walk, I'll just tap my my stave like in the space in front of me.
Make an investigation check.
Oh yay!
Oh wait. I made a mistake while doing the wisdom save.
Oh yay!
I need to make it at disadvantage.
For the
Very important.
protagonist role. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, because of the afflicted traits that I applied to my character.
Ego. Well, Alyxend, you're confident that there's nothing immediately ahead of you, or as you walk along the corridor. You do, however, hear a bit of noise to the further along and to the west.
Something to the left. Tip tap tap, tip tap tap, tip tap tap. I mean, there's also the clunk clunk clunk.
So where the corridor has collapsed in on you, notice that it hasn't really collapsed in. It seems like stones were moved here to block the path from elsewhere.
Huh.
There are two doors to either side.
Be prepared for anything. A creek.
Oh, at the same time. All right.
I don't like that the DM just said that.
It speeds up the exploration, you know.
You go, what at the same time?
Right.
I go, well. All right. Aravi, there's...
Can I retroactively move back 15 feet?
Sure. Aravi.
Ravi and I both get splashed by like different lines of damage, but because we've opened them at the same time, they overlap and we
Yeah.
both just explode.
Just two massive fucking 10-foot wide beams from both sides. No, Aravi opened the door to some sort of resting room, some sort of living room, mostly destroyed, and you see immediately two corpses of kobolds on the ground. But nothing immediately. Alyxend, slightly different experience. You open up to what seems to be a kitchen, though has been fashioned into a sort of bunker. As you open it and you get a glimpse of the room, and then
Oh my god.
after like 5 whole seconds, you hear, "Ah! They're here! Ah!"
Oh. You can speak.
Kill! Alright. You have way quicker reaction times than these creatures. If you want to, you can just close the door, just step out of the way. But you see the very distracted guards kobold guards will attempt to slingshot you.
Nah, I am not gonna. I will stand there and observe.
Alright.
Dominantly watches them.
Oh my god, it hurt me.
Okay,
For max
Alex,
damage. Fucking hell.
I'm just imagining Alyxend is like Ah, they've learned how to use slings since the last time I saw them.
Immediately, it erupts in chaos. You hear the kobolds within just start screaming and yelling for other people. Help! Help! And running back.
Technology has moved so far since the last I saw them.
What were they the last time you saw
They
them?
seem pretty upset.
Instead of just throwing rocks with their hands, they've used cloth to throw rocks.
Yes, they finally learned how to master the sling, which humans had mastered 3,000 years prior.
To the last time I saw them.
Indeed, yeah, to the last I saw them, not even like recently.
I like the idea of just like tanking the damage from a dungeon mob, and then instead of like doing anything about it, you just let them run, and you just have like a debate about like human superiority.
Their technology level.
Like, we're disappointed, if anything. Anyway.
Yes.
Should we deal with that or explore the other side first?
They're merely kobolds. They are likely more scared of us than anything.
I mean, that was apparent.
Be wary of potential traps, though. They are crafty little things.
Would you like me to try to subdue them?
If you wish. I wouldn't kill them if we don't have to.
Okay. With that, Vidnov's gonna fly into the room with his familiar.
Familiar flies in. See a broken.
Yeah, both of them do.
Alright. You guys fly in. A kitchen. A lot of the stuff, components are still working. So it'd be a stove or a large oven. Rotten food around. Crates with little remnants of food in them. Lots of wooden barricades, really fashioned from old tables and the like. Sort of block people out.
Does there seem to be any traps currently activated or were in the process of being set up?
Not in here at the moment. You can make a perception check to know for sure, or investigation. Nothing in this room that you could see. Seems they use this as a sort of common area. Probably isn't trapped.
Okay. I don't see any in the room right now.
No. Well, ran out to the north.
Fly to the table. Yeah, I'll go into my familiar and fly right next to the ceiling and pass through the doorway.
Alright, 1 moment. Not that. That's not.
Ooh, is the Eldritch Cannon still up, Roy?
What BRB?
Oh, damn it.
It is, though. I believe. I'm not
Just say,
exactly sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure it's still on.
It lasts for 1 hour, or until it gets blown up. I say, I could ask for a refresh on my temp hit points.
Alright. Very familiar. Looks in, doesn't see anything. It sees another barricade of fashioned up barricade. It seems that this little side room, you're not sure what it was used for, but it is broken out into a sort of miniature cave system, and it seems like the kobolds have dug themselves out.
Are there any visible traps from this point?
You do see spikes further ahead, but they're just sticking out of the ground very visibly.
Also, what is the height of both the room and the cave?
It's like 15 feet at most at any of the points.
Okay. And I'll just adjust the height to be the max. Because I want the familiar to be like right up against the ceiling as it's flying through.
Gotcha. Alright. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay.
No.
Alright. You can only like quietly flap so much in the tiny room, or in like a tiny corridor. But you try.
No.
The familiar tries, rather. Alright, you can move. Like. You hear commotion to the north. You hear a frantic conversation between a bunch of kobolds.
Okay. Is it in Draconic or Common?
It is in common, actually.
Okay. I will make a mental note of that. Which way to explore? I'll fly over to this spot and just try to listen in as I try to quietly fly there.
Alright. You will hear, there was 10 of them! There was 10 of them! One was a giant golem, and they didn't even move! And we shot at them 10 times, and they have... You just hear frantic conversation. They're trying to explain the scenario, but they're exaggerating it a million times over.
Wonderful. I am a golem now. Beep boop.
By the way, Alex, take 9 temp HP, please.
Excellent. Anyone has fewer than 9, you get 9.
Is it difficult to discern how many I can hear in this room?
Your perception check. At least 5.
Okay.
All those poor kobolds.
Is there a spot to latch on with the legs on the ceiling area here?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, then I'll do that. Just kind of latch on there and just hang mostly upside down watching them for now.
Alright. You will see, as you're sort of waiting here, sort of start to do things, you'll see one of them will accept a command and begin to run this way. Not noticing you.
Okay.
It seems that they are getting in battle positions, which for them basically means just kind of crouching there.
Is there anyone that looks more of, quote, high rank than the others?
There is the one on what seems to be just a dining chair, which they're kind of having as an elevated throne. Looks mostly the same as the other kobolds, but kind of carries some authority. There's a sort of defiance as he's just sitting there on the chair, no weapon drawn.
Okay.
Sitting in the doorway.
I will have the bird very, very slightly gesture its wing to point at it, and I will cast message on him.
Alright.
And in Draconic, since I know that language, I will say, what is your purpose here?
Freak him out.
Wisdom saving throw. Alright. Because they're in Draconic, he's not doesn't sound like a squeaky kobold, he just has like a normal, equivalent of just like a normal Draconic voice. He's like, my name is King Oobly. Who are you?
I love him.
And I'll continue casting message in Draconic to speak to him. I'll say, you may call me Vidnov. I am among some of the folk that are recent inhabitants. We do not wish to usurp your authority with your kobolds, but we also do not wish to spill more blood than is necessary. We simply wish to understand this place.
To what faction do you owe yourselves to?
We are of not this land, so a faction that is most likely new to you.
I see. Foreign adventurer. This place has been inhabited by our people for some time. In a dreary world, we find respite here. We wish not to be disturbed, but we've been disturbed by your kind in the past. Keep yourselves to the center pathway or to the east side of this floor. Do not disturb us.
Is there a phrase that we can use to ease tensions if we come across your peoples?
I will make an announcement. Who do you travel with?
As one of yours mentioned, I do travel with a steel golem. And then I'll vaguely describe the others in my party. A walking fish. A man with a cannon. A walking cat with a strange familiar.
Intriguing.
I think that's everybody.
For us to come to this
myself, but
Yeah. Okay.
I would have you show yourself and present a gift as a show of good faith. Then we can assist you in getting through.
I will speak with my companions and return with our gift.
Alright.
And then I'll come out of my familiar but kind of tuck it very close to the ceiling to more or less try to blend it into the ceiling itself.
One of these.
While Vidnov was chatting, I came over and looked at the corpse, blood corpse in the other room.
Alright. That corpse, Aravi, it looks like it has the life sucked out of it. It is a very unpleasant
No
sight.
obvious death wounds.
There are no normal death wounds. It's just, it looks like it was actually, the life was actually sapped out of it.
And this one?
Same thing.
Report back to the others.
Okay.
Couple of corpses in the other room. Looks like they had the life sucked out of them. Not a martial kill.
The door shuts.
Huh. Well,
Which door?
The eastern door.
Oh, okay.
oh,
that's probably a ghost. Yeah.
What?
So, some news. Vidnov will say, looking in a direction that doesn't have anybody standing in it, since he can't see in the dark. I spoke to their leader for the kobolds. They wish for us to offer some form of a gift, and then we can more or less have I suppose, a truce, so that there won't be any sort of ill will between us, and we can travel along the eastern side.
We can give them the 2 kobold bodies in the other room. They might want to, bury them maybe.
Why did it shut?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a
At that
ghost.
point, Roy, you here?
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure.
Yeah, Vidnov was like, yes, so we can pass if we present some gifts.
Anyway, where's Roy?
Wait, but where's Roy?
One moment.
Uh-oh.
Screaming. It's just screaming. It's a fucking banshee. It's about to fucking die. You get screamed to death.
Roy? You begin to hear crying. Very faint.
What kind of crying? Are we talking like a man crying or a baby crying?
Like a young girl.
So like Left 4 Dead 2 crying. Nice.
Oh shit. I would like to make a perception check. Just to see how far away is the crying.
It's Oh god.
Oh shit.
It's the Left 4 Dead witch.
Seems to be in the corner. Coming from the corner.
Flashlights
Oh
on.
shit.
Yeah.
At that moment, he's going to turn. Hey guys. He's going to notice that the door is locked. He's going to try to open it, and I guess I don't have I don't think I'm going to be able to open it. I believe.
You try. It
yes.
is
Sure.
locked. It seems to be locked, but you could certainly try to force it open in panic.
Guys.
Roy, are you there?
Yeah. I kinda. I'm hearing something, and I don't like it.
No hesitation. Smash it.
Strength, weapon attack roll or strength check? Your
I'm a
choice.
Ever hit it real hard.
I'm gonna brace the door at the same time to give advantage.
All right.
Bam. Wait, that's not the button. Whack.
12. Let's see what damage is. The door. It is a stone door, though. It is not light. It cracks a bit,
Crunk.
but there is it's going to require a bit of strength. Or you back up. You back up as they're hitting the door to open up, and you back into something.
Oh no.
After that sound, because I assume that the hit is going to make a lot of sound, does the crying individual ghost thingy react at some point?
The crying has stopped
Okay.
over the last 10 or so seconds.
It's definitely. Oh god, that's worse.
And you back up, Roy, and you see this.
Oh shit!
I love that we have no idea what he's
All
saying
right,
right now.
you guys just heard.
I know.
I thought I saw it. You guys just heard a terrifying wail. Roy, you see this entity, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as it immediately begins to fill you with horror.
No. Meanwhile, Vidnov had literally hopped over in the pitch dark, heard people next to him, so then he started talking. You guys asked about Roy, heard a door slam shut, heard a crack on the door, and then the wail. He's just like, I don't know what's happening.
Can I use my divine sense here?
You can. This is all sort of happening at the same time, so you guys can sort of try to take your actions.
Bam!
Undead, another room. Undead in the other room. And right next to you.
You actually detect me.
I coordinate with Alyxend to try and break down the door. What's your strength check? Versus mine?
My if it's just raw strength, I got +2.
Okay, that's better than mine, so I'll just give you advantage.
I have a giant morning star.
Oh, can you see?
That's right. I forgot that you brought that.
I can't see, but I have a giant morning star. We can use it to hit the door.
That would be
It's the
helpful.
biggest weapon we have.
I forgot you took that with you.
That's
Group
right.
battering ram.
Try a strength check with advantage first, and then
Yeah.
let's batter.
He's got like one team action at the moment.
Oh wait,
Alright.
I forgot to do the advantage button. Let's roll again.
Still pretty fat. 18.
There you go.
Alright, tell me what you're doing exactly. Aravi's
I'm gonna.
We're timing our push so that we drop low and push against the door together.
All right, but you guys jump
Yeah.
on push. You made the right choice. Breaking this door would not be possible, but moving it out of the way again is much simpler. It begins to give, but not fully. Roy, after turning around and seeing this entity, you resist the raw horror that fills your body. But after it lets out its piercing wail, you begin to feel the actual scream pulling at your very fucking spirit. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh no.
All right.
You're glad you have that protector, eh?
On a fail,
yeah.
Roy, with a deep-seated, horrifying fear, you feel your consciousness leave your body.
Oh god.
He's
Oh, shit.
astrally projecting now.
You can see that?
I'm gonna cut out.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can't believe it. He's fucking dead.
He's dead, Jim.
Other group, you guys are able to do.
This is when the GM says, "I hope you had a backup character prepared."
You guys may.
I mean, I have a sorcerer. Wink.
One more, Alex. And we try again.
Eve.
And Karps, you could do something as well if you'd like.
Ooh, another 18.
What can I do?
As Alyxend and Aravi push it, the door almost moves apart, and it just needs a slight amount more to move to like fully be knocked
Hit it.
away.
Hit it very hard.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Vidnov's just gonna hop up onto the boulders because he can't see.
Karps, are you doing anything to finish off?
I wanna help push. I wanna help push.
All right, here, I'll keep it for it. Give me big old strength check. Oh, that's a save throw. That's fine.
Don't fail. You failed. You failed me.
8. 8 is actually exactly what you needed to finish it off. You finished it. You like almost tripped.
There we go.
You almost tripped, but the door nearly falls on top of Roy as you see him lying on the ground. You see this terrifying banshee creature looming over him,
Oh shit, I was right.
caressing his head,
Uh-oh.
staring into his face.
Oh shit, I was right.
Initiative?
Yes, sir. Let me. It's combat.
Oh no. Why did I have to be right? You know, there are times where I don't want to be right, you know?
Oh gosh.
Damn.
Damn, boy. She won.
Oh, that's crazy. That the banshee rolled a 1, you rolled a 4, but you got the same number.
Yep.
will definitely put you
I believe
above
she
her,
actually
though.
goes. I believe she goes first because she has a higher dex than
You're right, but
Can you add
that's
Rava
still
to that?
so wrong. Where is Rava at? Not.
He's right next to me.
Oh, there he is. He's a tiny guy.
I'm just a little guy, little dude.
There you go.
I wish I had a light source that I could, you know.
You guys are free to light stuff up if you want.
Imagine carrying torches. I have non-existent eyeballs.
Vidnov, you are in the dark, and you hear very scary things around you.
Oh, I'm gonna say, I can't see. I'm gonna go in here and try to grab either some twigs or some form of wood sources that are in this room.
Plenty of
If there's
scattered
any
wood,
right
plenty
here.
of wood right in front of you, yeah. There's just the
Yeah.
entire, like,
I'll grab a little
battlements of it
bit.
are just made out of, like, old tables.
Yeah, I'll grab a little bit. I'll use prestidigitation to light one of them on fire.
Alright.
Light one up, let's go.
Now cooks it up.
To, yeah. Oh, that doesn't look nice. And then I'll just toss the torch to be sitting right here.
Alright.
And I think that would technically use my actions.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I have for bonus actions? I will take an action to hide.
Alright.
Or a bonus action to hide.
Rogue shit. Oh.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I hop up onto the one piece of rock that's not fully set right.
Yeah, you cause a tiny, a little raven-sized avalanche, and no progress is made.
Nice. But people can see now. For those that couldn't before.
Oh, you.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Robbie.
Is this like a 5 foot thick wall?
No.
Right
Or
next
what are
to
you
me?
saying? Sorry?
Like, what's the key to
Why?
thing
Why?
again? Why? Is this a
Yes,
5
that's
foot
a
wall?
very thick wall.
Okay. I will. Huh. Not away from her. There we go. Up. Then do the thing. Let's see if we can alt to target, and then we'll unarmed strike. That's gonna miss.
It just weaves out of the way. It just has very unnatural movement you're not used to. As it turns its attention to you
And then
from Roy.
a bonus action unarmed strike. That's better.
Your slash makes contact, but your arm sort of goes through it in a way. It doesn't give you the full brunt of your attack that you would like to feel.
I need another level to be magical, damn it. And that should be... Yes.
Very well.
Roy is unconscious.
Hey, sweet baby boy.
Yep.
Our little guy, Roy. Nope, not everyone.
Yes.
That would be really funny.
I shall make a death saving throw while still standing.
Or like you make a death saving throw.
Watch me roll a
No.
1.
I just realized that bless is still being applied.
No!
Oh my god. Okay. Well, regardless of
Wow.
bless accidentally being applied, that is a natural one and a death saving throw. Right. Everyone else can.
What a fucked
Everyone
up
else
day.
begins to see Roy's body becoming familiar to that of the, or similar to that of the kobold corpses. The life energy is being already being stripped away from him. Let me do that bless.
This is why you don't call what's gonna get rolled until after the roll.
Cake sucks!
Right.
We had all the good luck with the fight with all the acolytes, and now
Karps.
I'm just
We'll be in
gonna
trouble.
move and like, holy shit! I'm gonna do this.
Oh damn.
Harness divine power. And then I'm gonna go up to him. I can still heal him while he's down, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm like, not today, Satan! Not today. As I try to remember how to do this because it's been a while. Hold up. How did I target people again? Very slow. I'll click. There we go. Then I press this because I have this cast. Nope. Nah. I gotta do this. I gotta figure out how to do this again.
Just tell me what you're doing.
Cause I used the. I'm trying to I used the harnessing to get back a spell slot to use cure wounds. That's what I'm trying to do.
You're gonna get back your spell slot? Alright, now you should be able to use it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I forgot the party is not fully. Alright,
live.
Roy,
Live, damn it! I slapped him with the fish.
immediately, literally bitch fish slapping the life back into Roy. This is the color returns to his skin. And Roy, you cough yourself awake, conscious again. Not an amazing condition, but the attention, at least from the monster, has moved away from you.
He's going to just, you know that feeling when you're sleeping and you start feeling that you're going to fall, and you react?
Yeah.
He's going to basically have that exact same feeling. He's going to try to look around and try to understand what's happening.
And I'm gonna use my remaining movement to walk closer to the Banshee because I look more living and appetizing to distract her from Roy. And I flip her off, by the way.
Good.
I'm visibly just flipping her off for what she just did. And that's my turn.
Bravo is going to fly forward, take advantage of his flyby attack to use the hinder action on the Banshee, giving her disadvantage on her next attack roll or abilities check, and then fly away. Fuck that.
Banshee seems surprised by all the things going around, especially the robot going by her. He's now distracted. Just in time, too. Alright. Okay. Karps. The Banshee creature will speak.
No more! No more! Stop coming through! Leave us alone!
And will grab at you, and will attempt to grab like where your heart is. With these long, ghastly fingers.
No more. Something about coming through.
No more, no more. Stop them coming through.
Got it.
Yeah, no more, stop coming through, leave us alone.
Yeah.
The creature will not be able to hit you as you back up, freak the fuck out of what just went by. And you will see her dip into the ground.
The fucker.
Attack of opportunity.
That's an interesting one. Yeah, you're a good one.
Flail poorly.
You try to awkwardly kick at her, but she's just like descending into the floor. She will reappear, actually. We're on the east side of the arena, next to that picture frame.
Oh, you mother.
Alyxend.
Let's see now. Well, I can't do bit. Yeah, that's the edge camp. Stand over here. I think I'll stand right where they were. And I'm going... That's not... Don't do that. I think I'll... I don't have a warcast yet. I'll ready a quarterstaff strike. If they end up in reach. End turn.
Enough. You have sight.
Okay. Let's see.
Sight beyond sight.
5, 15, 20. Five, 30. Yep. Yeah, I guess I'll ready an action for a witch bolt if I see it come within range.
It appeared. It did appear.
I can't see it on my screen because I can't see in the
That's
dark.
very fair.
So, yeah, if it comes to the edge of the lights, I will cast Witch
Yeah.
Ball because I can't see it.
Gotcha.
Unlimited power!
And that'll be my turn.
Aravi. You see the Banshee is remanifested or by this portrait.
Goes to the floor. Yeah, I should have expected that.
Forming a meat wall in between it and Roy. Helps my bro.
It's can only do so much.
Slowly chip away. I will use a flurry on that one too.
Oof.
Solid hits. You get it. You
Almost a
run
crit.
at it and start swinging. Again, you feel some amount of friction when you swing through, but not all of it's connecting. The creature just begins to wail.
Ravi, you're gonna have to teach me how to hit ghosts.
Roy.
Just hit them. Silver
Okay.
knuckle busters.
First of all,
Yeah.
8 damage. Yeah. Gonna need
All
it.
your hit points are temporary, that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that. You will see that Roy is looking for something his bandolier. You will see a small syringe. He's going to inject himself with it. I'm gonna,
Dim yourself.
yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
The magic right in the magic straight to the bloodstream.
Stim packs.
Oh, God, I hate those stuff.
You should probably get back on your feet, soldier. We are leaving.
Thank you guys.
What's that one meme? Oh great, you've awoken. That one Skyrim meme.
You're finally awake.
Finally awake.
Thank you guys. That's my turn. That's everything that I can do.
Fucking son of a. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna look at that, I'm gonna like, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. I'm gonna do the one spell I never thought I had to count on.
All right. Let's see. This
No,
is.
it's more than one.
I believe this is her. I didn't give her disadvantage on the attack on Karps, even though Bravo did her this flyby, so I'm gonna give the disadvantage on this because I did not do that. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Never worked.
She just literally, she could just fly, but she actually stands on the ground, sidesteps the flame, and then floats again.
You're fucking ripped, dude.
That's rough.
Damn it.
Sacred Flame is. There's something up with Sacred Flame.
It's a good cantrip. It ignores cover and everything. It's just they always pass your saving throw.
Like, factor 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna look her in the eye aggressively, angry, seething even, and then my turn.
They have a stare off. They have an angry stare off. There's Rava's turn.
I'm more crying in her face. I'm bansheeing the banshee.
I'm just gonna do the same thing again and hinder.
Rava distracts the Banshee, and you win the angry staring contest.
That's what I thought.
Alright.
Piano.
So, everything's falling apart.
Everything's going to shit, Kupo.
Still can't believe it rolled a nat 1 and I still rolled lower initiative.
Yeah. There we go.
It feels bad, man.
Alright. As you guys have all been swinging and doing just different attacks around her, launching Sacred Flames down, you will see her sort of dodge them, and she will actually begin to be freaked out for a moment, begin to cry and weep again. We'll go. She will clutch onto the picture frame, and we'll go.
Stop! You're going to break it! Stop! No!
And she will. You'll see her face morph into an absolute horrific image, the same one that you saw, Roy.
Leave us.
So at this point, Roy, you've already passed the save, but everyone else, as you bear witness to this horrible entity, I need you to make.
Does Vidnov have to, even though she's in the dark, so we can't see her?
You cannot see her, so no, you're correct.
Yes.
Lamau.
Those of you cursed with the horrors of sight, though, unfortunately, it's working against you for the first time.
It's like a
Imagine
goddamn
being
horror
able to
movie.
see. Oops. Ah, fuck. Well, I'm frightened.
Alright, for shit! That's what I thought! Angry stare.
Continues to be
I
mad.
push down my eyebrow. Push
Ah,
down
that
eyebrows.
is absolutely horrifying.
Alyxend, let me remind you of one of your traits that you have as an undead.
Oh. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, let's go!
Minion.
Fuck no!
Yeah. Yeah.
What a
I
fucked
didn't
up
think it
I'll
would be
come
like
down.
that.
Yep. Shit.
Oh,
I shouldn't have been so excited
actually,
today.
never mind. Each non-undead creature within 60 feet of the Banshee.
Oh! Lamau! Let's go!
That was a roller coaster.
Never punished.
What a great fucking day.
What a great day.
What an amazing, what a horrible,
It's hilarious.
What an amazing day.
I can't wait for a vampire to try suck the blood out of me, only to realize.
Hey, Alyxend, you're freaked out for a second. You just go, wait, no, I'm not, and then it's your turn.
It's like, that's quite, Anyway.
Like, that's a little overplayed.
It's a little overplayed. Let's see. What to do. I have laser-guided death lasers. Beat. Lumos. Incande.
That's the hit. Now that scores definitively with the radiant blast hitting the Banshee. So that's another whale. You'll see the blast will char the bit of the table here that the picture frame is standing on, and she will once again cry out no, and try to clutch the picture frame, though she cannot actually grab it. She's just like desperately grabbing at it, like clinging to it, to like try to save it.
You must move on. The world has moved on without you.
Make a intimidation check.
Oh.
Man, imagine undead telling other undead.
Hey, I'm still here by contract.
I'm supposed to be here.
I'm still doing my
The
job.
corporation owns me. I don't own me.
You're just much too distracted trying to grasp at this picture frame. But you will see her for a brief moment. She will like look at you and sneer at your words.
Damn.
Listen, just because I signed it properly doesn't mean...
Alright, so Vidnov is going to try to use what little light that the guiding bolt gave off and the direction that it went to fire off a witch bolt.
Fair. Yeah, you're already holding it, so... I mean, you were holding it? If she was in range? I would be...
She was 45 feet away from where I was.
30. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, which one's 30? That's nice. That was 60.
Yeah, you have to stay within that 30-foot tether, otherwise you'll lose the witch bolt.
I am 30 feet now, right?
It says
Didn't see her before.
You're down, just for the calculation to work. She's also floating a bit,
and
so
would this be a disadvantage still?
You can't see them and you're targeting an unseen space, so yes.
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
Except there's guiding bolt on
Guiding
it,
bolt,
so...
yeah.
So it cancels out.
yeah, it'll just be normal.
Okay, so normal.
Good old guiding bolt. Oh, it connects! Let's go!
Let's see, that was
10.
10. So then I can still vaguely say that there are furniture here, right?
Again, in like the
Alright,
blast,
then I'll
you got
just-
like a brief snapshot of the room. You can see around,
Okay.
what's around you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll just perch on the edge of the furniture right there.
Alright, yeah, there's just
What the fuck does this
have
look
the
like?
little purple bolt just latched between you and the creature.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so when he casts it, he more or less is flapping there in the air, and the purple crackling energy surrounds him for a moment before just bolting out directly towards her. And then there's just like, where the markings on his wings are, those are just lightly crackling with purple energy while it's still connected.
Alright, Aravi.
Should I do the same thing? I should probably do the same thing.
Clearly, you need to steal the photo.
I was thinking about grabbing the picture frame, but I don't know what that's gonna do.
Well, because you're
Make
thinking
up
about
haste.
it, as you look at it, it's just a tall, sort of handsome man in robes and a woman reminiscent of the Banshee. Posing in front of a fireplace.
Can I use my free item interaction to grab it and throw it to Alex? Alright, I do so. Alex, catch! And I toss you a picture frame.
Wait, what?
I then take my swings.
Alright, she is very angry at what you just did.
I missed. Let's flurry again and see what happens. Hup. Hup. There we go. That one will do.
Nice. Alright, creature's beginning to start to lose its form. It's now bloodied. Out of curiosity, really quick before you turn to Roy. Let's just see. Alyxend, as you try to catch the picture frame, notice them tossed at you. Yeah, you got it. Roy, you are up.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I'm glad Alyxend has a free hand.
Yeah, right.
Would it be a good idea to try and... Okay, here's what's on my mind. I could either use Firebolt and attack, or I could produce flame on my hand and start getting closer and closer to the picture and see what she does. I'm not exactly sure what should I do.
I don't know that destroying it's the right idea, so I say throw the firebolt. But that's my thought.
Well, first of all, I'm going to do this in case I roll higher. Ignore that, please. Ignore that. Again. Fourth one.
Did she take damage or something?
She took, but it was a mistake, I
It's a
think.
misclick, I think.
Yeah, she. Plus 11.
Oh, hello. Oh, what the fuck?
Being unset on fire.
I put the target on her, so.
There we go.
Where was she in the initiative?
Ah.
She disappeared from
He was
3.
She's
Oh,
right
gosh.
above.
She got the one, right? Right there.
Imagine.
Okay. now
Imagine
then.
being very, very not dexterous.
I'm going to use my Firebolt. 24 to hit. 9 damage.
Big damage. Leave.
Lack of tendon, you see.
Fire. Yeah, again, a lot of the hits that have been coming in have been sort of partially passed through the creature, even the fire and lightning. Though they've still hurt an amount.
Roy's going to say we should use the silver, and that's my turn.
The only one that has not gone, or the only one has gone through has been the guiding bolt, radiant damage. But Karps, you're up.
Be it. You know what? At first you don't succeed.
Hit it with a big stick.
You know? But I would hit with the stick.
Oh, the stick. Yeah,
Ooh,
the
the
stick.
stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though the weapon passes through its form, you also like essentially severed it. So a lot of the it still holds as it sort of follows the blade a little bit from the impact.
Then I end my turn. That's all I can do.
Alright, Rava.
Rava performs his distracting hoop and swoop.
Okay. Alright. The Banshee enters a berserk, frantic state as you toss the picture frame. They'll begin to scream no and just fly this way. Karps and Aravi, you guys can take a tax opportunity if you'd like.
Oh, fuck. I
Aw.
didn't pick a target. But I still misses.
There we go. Slowly chipping away.
She'll scream no. It'll attack you, Alyxend. I need to see something else. Oh. And the Banshee will strike at you. However, it will miss. And with its miss, it'll swing through the picture frame, knocking it over. The picture in it shatters. The Banshee will scream.
No! No!
Technically not my fault.
With that, you will see the Banshee begin to try to scoop up the remains of it, but it is mostly destroyed. The frame itself, at least. The picture is mostly maintained. Alyxend, you are up. You will note, when the picture frame fell and cracked, the spirit began to sort of temper off in a way. Begin to, like, fade for a brief moment.
You should move on. There is nothing left now but forlorn memories and this pitiful existence.
One more time with advantage.
It's better.
Hey, there you go.
Banshee will, in its already diminishing form, smaller and smaller, and look around the room in anger. Once again, you will see the frightful, horrid nature of its face. Instead, its anger will be directed towards the frame. You'll see her pick it up and stare at the man in the picture, and scream, letting out a horrible wail. And she herself will tear the man from the picture. And in that moment, fade.
Drama!
You know, maybe destroying the picture was the right choice, although that was kind of cool.
Ghostbusters! I get to do my job!
I'm
Yay!
gonna start breakdancing because I heard Ghostbusters. I'm
It's even,
physically.
it's even funnier because she did it herself.
I mean, that's like what a pro does, right? You just convince them it's their idea.
Jesus Christ!
Alright, is this a
It
fireplace?
is an old fireplace, yes.
Alright. I'm going to tear off a bit of the carpet if possible. Use prestidigitation to light it a flame and then toss it into the fireplace.
Ravi's gonna reach down and pick up the pieces of the picture. What do we see in the light?
Again, sort of putting it together. You see. Well, actually, at this point, the edges of the picture itself have been like necrotically burned away after what the Banshee did, but you can still make out most of the picture. Again, it's just a woman reminiscent of the Banshee. It's likely her when she was a bit younger, posing in front of a fireplace next to a tall man in robes.
Oh
I'm gonna pull
my
a book
God.
from my a journal from my bag and lay the picture inside it. Close it to the back.
I wonder if she did the dude who this cast was named after.
It's reasonable to think that was him.
I wonder what would cause her to become this fragment so.
Well, he was the originator of necromancy, yeah? Maybe he, experimented.
Sickening thought, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Vidnov, what was this about gifts and kobolds?
Yes. I had my familiar, Vondiv, go and talk to the kobold king, and he'll use quotes around king. And he said that if we offer a gift to them, they will, I believe, consider it a truce offering, and we will be allowed to move freely through this side. However, he's going to look towards this wall, and there doesn't seem to be any sort of door on this wall, right? It is possible he simply wanted us to deal with the Banshee.
You think they care about their friends' corpses?
That's what I'm going to ask right now. And as the energy disappears from the Banshee disappearing, he'll roll into his blue eyes and roll over to his familiar.
Can I say one thing? I just hope that every time you roll into your familiar, you just fall face down on whatever you're standing on. You just fall face down, like punked
No,
out.
he just loafs.
Aw, that's adorable.
He loafs, but his eyes are glowing
At this
blue.
point, but now when you go in, you'll notice that the kobolds have located your familiar. They are not attacking it, though they are standing around it.
No one
Seems
eat
that their
it.
king has instructed them to just wait.
I see you found my hiding spots.
You were not hiding particularly well.
Well, I was elsewhere trying to deal with that ghost that killed your friends. Or subjects.
Have you dealt with the vengeful spirit?
We have. Would that, coupled with returning your friends' corpses, serve as a gift?
That would be plenty. We can populate the eastern wing now.
We are in the room. If you wish to have your servants come collect the corpses, I will clean them.
If the room is safe, then we will retrieve them in time. We can leave them as they are for now.
Would you like me to clean them? Or leave them as
Just
they
leave
are?
them as they are. If it is the higher floors you seek, you can pass through here. This is a pathway that the servants would use to go between the main meeting room and the kitchen.
Are there more of these ghosts and... I assume that there was golems in the room to the
Those
south.
have been long defeated, though I believe there remains to be some guarding the entrance to the next floor, the visitors' hall. Well,
We will be through
few people
shortly.
have passed through in the past, though only a few days ago, in fact. I believe 2 mornings ago, an individual came through. I have not heard from them since.
Did they pass through to the north?
Passed through the main hall, and I believe they collapsed some of it in on themselves. For whatever reason.
Soon we shall find out why. We will be through shortly.
Very well.
And the Vidnov himself will raise a talon and snap, quote-unquote, snap his fingers, and the Raven familiar will go into its pocket dimension.
Here's the part where I start just calling moon lasers to kill all the kobolds. That's how you get the most XP.
That's true.
You
I've
complete all the
spoken to
side quests
them.
and then kill everyone.
This is why milestone leveling is way better than XP
I
leveling.
really want to do just like a completely faithful XP campaign at some point.
I've tried, man. It's not as
exactly
good as
what-
you hope.
You don't want it to be?
Yeah, I've always feared that it'd be like either the players or myself would get way too bogged down with trying to remember how much XP everybody has.
Yeah. Or players like, so do we get XP from doing this, or?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the
and
thing
I
that
definitely don't
happens.
want
So I
them
guess
being like
comics only thing that
that.
actually has like direct numbers, so you have to. Yeah, that makes sense. You should be bogged down trying to give everything values.
It's possible, but it's
Yeah. I was
definitely
thinking maybe for
a
like a
thing that you have to
sandbox
consider.
world or something. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I once accidentally leveled my players because I award like a pittance amount of XP for skill checks. They got 10 XP for picking a lock, and like, oh shit, yeah, I did. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that milestone leveling in a sandbox is it makes the players very, I suppose, irritated when they've been like 4 or 5 sessions when they haven't really done anything, but they're like, "But have we leveled
How
yet?"
the other group doesn't make sense.
You gotta
They
pass
get
a
a bunch of-
milestone,
they
man.
got so
Do
much
the
magic
thing.
shit though.
You have to earn your levels, so do something.
Do something cool.
Does a kickflip.
They level
Anyway.
up by just landing a double
My
somersault.
character learns how to just do
So-
double backflip. That's worth something, right?
So Vidnov will fly over and stand on the ruined rug. I've spoken to them about their kobolds. They said that we may pass through their section to head north to the upper floors.
Oh, should we leave this door be then?
There's a door. He looks into the darkness.
There's a door to the south.
Dabs within the dark.
I don't think we should leave stones unturned.
Oh, here, let me simply... And he'll move over to the couch and pry off... He'll make a very small torch with the cushion and a
Very,
piece of
very
wood
temporary
and
torch.
light it and just... Yeah, and just carry it with him while hopping on one leg.
It's kind of a sad thing to look at as Vidnov attempts to just see.
Ah, now I see it.
Oh, if I know I was playing a Luke Gremlin character.
Opens into a very tiny room. A little closet of sorts. There's a few things around. There is a weird-looking, tiny, like smaller tunnel that leads out to the south. It's locked up, but you can open it up if you'd like.
It's locked
It is
or is
locked.
it blocked?
A locked
What's
tiny
back
tunnel.
there?
Broom closet with a tiny tunnel door.
Oh? Did you check inside of it?
It's locked, unfortunately.
Oh, I can deal with that. Hop, 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 hop. I'm going to lockpick it with my beak and other talon.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Hides my belongings behind my back.
Easily enough, it pops open.
I
You
clap
recall the
vigorously
kobolds
in the
mentioning that up there, to the sort of northwest, there's little tunnels that the servants would use to go between rooms. Seems to be like one of those. Yeah. As you go through there, it doesn't actually end. Pops you up right at the other side.
And did it look like there was a door in this room?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so it would be a good assumption that this leads to that door. Okay. Does this seem to be locked?
It is also locked, yes. Make another check.
Mario
Okay.
tunnel noise.
I will pick it again if I can't simply unlock it.
There you go. Important, everybody. Yeah, easily enough.
Yeah. So Ravi just sees me move my beak inside of it a couple of times before it opens. And then I'll look at the door, and then look back at Aravi.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am small. This door is not.
Just sit open. Yep. And once again, you guys are in the kitchen.
Ah,
Ooh.
yes, that means that must have simply been one of the servants' movement rooms that the Kobold King, quote-unquote, discussed.
Well, I guess we should keep an eye out for that in the next floors.
Likely a good idea. Are we ready to move forward through the Kobold's den?
Nodders.
Sounds good to
Hey,
me.
Not as
Vidnov
exciting.
will
Yep. You guys all sort of sidestep the all the different things.
yeah, Vidnov will fly forward and do here before setting down.
Seems like other couples have left.
As you requested,
Hello?
we left the bodies in the other room.
I waved
Hello.
at the cobalt.
Oh my god, I forgot. You've been speaking to them through messages this whole time, so the actual...
Actual
Yeah, they've been
voice
speaking
way
in
different.
Draconic, in which they don't exactly have an accent or like a higher pitched voice than the norm. But
His head voice is
but in
different than his
common,
actual voice.
Yeah, speaking out in common, it's much worse.
They just went to retrieve the bodies. They'll be back.
This is the same one, right?
Yes.
Hold on.
Okay.
As token of thanks for dealing with the Banshee, we'd like to give you guys something. Come around the campfire.
Sing
I
campfire.
want to look very closely at what's around the room to see if anything's changed since the last
Yeah,
time.
go for it.
The familiar was in here.
Yeah, there's kobolds hiding around like the rocks. They're just there.
I will have
Yeah,
a
I'm going
beam.
to point. I'm going to point and message him, and I'm going to say, "Are you trying to ambush us?"
We are planning no such thing. You've done our people a great deed in dealing with the Banshee threat. You've avenged our warriors that have gone out and ventured to the East Wing. Simply like to offer you some food, modest as it may be.
Then why are these ones hiding? And he'll point wings towards them, and he'll say that out
They're
loud
resting.
in common.
Rava sits on the back of Aravi's shoulders, just looking directly at the kobold.
Yeah, he's
behind
not
him.
sleeping. He's just looking at you. He actually he backs up around the corner.
To be fair, if for whatever reason they do ambush us, like, as far as they're concerned, I'm indestructible.
Okay, I'm then after hearing his words, could I do an insight on that? And then I also want to cast message at the hiding one that I can
Can't
see.
quite get a read on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast this one that I can barely see. And I'm going to say in a much more like, I guess, demanding draconic voice, "What are your orders?"
We're resting here in the dark. We don't like light. We're resting in the dark.
Okay, I want to insight that as well.
It's,
Suspicion.
I know.
the whole thing's weird. You can't really say they're lying intentionally for sure. It's up in the air.
You're just speciest.
Now.
All right, they attack.
Then I'm going to fly.
King
Okay.
Hooply screams now, and everyone begins to attack.
Okay.
Now.
All right. We're not gonna do. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do a million kobold turns.
I would like to immediately cast Die on the king.
Our die.
You toss a polyhedral at him, and it doesn't do as much damage as you'd hoped.
Hey,
No, I tossed an all metal D100. That's at least a D10 of damage.
No way I'm gonna roll solo again.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah.
Eh.
19 with...
Okay, everyone.
Alright,
Okay,
guys.
everyone. You
They're
didn't
just
have to
kobolds, you
do
guys
that. Yeah. Yeah, come on. I rolled a 2. I didn't take him that seriously. Christ.
Roy, again, roll. I'll roll for these guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice
Alright.
and... Nice and okay across the board.
Maybe this
I need to make an important question. How long ago have we been traveling under here?
Say again?
How much time have we been, traveling and fighting since
It's
we
like
get
half an
inside
hour
here?
at most. Not long at all.
And since we saw the guy that escaped with the sword? Another half an hour?
You see with the sword. Did you guys rest before then? Yeah.
That was like a day ago.
Did you guys rest since? I don't know if you guys.
Well-
rested since... No, you definitely would have. Or...
We didn't.
Yeah, you just.
No, we
walked
just
in,
walked
that's why your
straight through.
council was-
We-
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like.
That was
That
Doc's
was,
party.
That was. 'cause
talked
you guys
with
did walk for a while at that point. That was. I said it's like 4.5 hours ago.
Okay,
Okay.
then my cannon's gone. Good to know.
Bye, Frederick.
Bye, Frederick.
Yes, I've named the Frederick. Even if it's not
Good
my
enough. You
name.
see kobolds immediately jump out and attempt to do slingshot attacks. They're not gonna get a surprise round because, come on, but they're trying.
No. I will narrow my eyes and fly directly to the king.
Visually mad bird.
And then I will pull out a dagger in each hand, dropping the torch. And I'll call it in Draconic. All you had to do was abide by the agreement. And then I will just yeah, I'm going to let's see. How does Flame Blade work?
Green and Flame Blade. You make an attack roll, and it will leap to an adjacent target.
Can I make it attack him twice?
Nah.
Nah. The Green Flame Blade's the action.
Booming Blade is the one for the solo target.
Yeah, I'll just attack him with both blades then.
Stab.
Stab, stab, stab.
Let's see.
Also,
That
these idiots
one-
giving us light.
Help!
Oh my god, he's almost
That
dead.
one.
Oh god,
Why are you
he's
going for
Oh,
non-lethal?
he's dead.
Don't fuck with
Damn.
the bird. Herd.
Yeah, so he just flies up and just, in my mind, just stabs him on both sides of the neck.
So not so very
Ugh.
lethal. Alright.
Aravi, the bird scares me now.
And then he's just going to cast his gaze towards the hiding spots of the other
Alright.
kobolds.
First the kobolds will.
I can't believe it. Hidden kobolds.
They like roll out really cool. Like they planned this.
Oh, they practiced. Oh, I love them.
They're doing the
Yeah,
Dark
they
Souls
really
rolls.
mess it up, but like they do the fat roll basically. One of them tries to slide out, and you just hear him go,
Oh.
"Ow!" because he's sliding against stone. And also these guys.
Ugh.
Ow. My legs.
Alright.
Oh,
Time for
okay.
a
I see.
group morale check, as they just saw their king get vanquished. You hear them immediately. They all will just
By a
immediately
bird.
freak out the moment they peek out. That's just a matter of will they continue to fight. Now they have pack tactics, so they like fighting groups. So that'll give them advantage. But they just saw their king
It was
get
the
murdered, so they
biggest,
get
strongest guy.
disadvantage. So it'll be a straight morale check for them. Just a wisdom save from Kobold.
I do find it very funny that a bird just murdered their king.
We surrender. Good fight, guys.
Well,
That was simple.
What a fucked up day for that guy.
If you'll excuse us, we'll be going now.
Hey, Vidnov, does he
Yeah,
have anything cool on him?
Yeah, cool ship.
So first I'm going to look towards, let's see, who are the guys that seem to know cure wounds that have used it
Myself.
so far?
Oh, before I
Yeah.
go too far, I reach out and grab this kobold next to me. Hey, guess what? New king! And I throw him on top of the throne.
So
Oh, okay.
The corpse flies off to the side.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
People.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So Vidnov kind of flutters to the ground with the kobold as it falls off the chair and pulls his daggers out and just searches the
Alright.
king.
The king has a really cool looking dagger, and that's it as far as things that are nice. He has some copper pieces. You like
Yes.
those?
A fifth dagger.
This is a.
Ooh, 2 copper pieces.
Let me go ahead and add it to your stockpile of daggers.
Yes. More.
Here reminds me of a guy with swords. The collector of swords. I
yes.
miss that guy.
I'm going to name it Very Cool Kobold Dagger.
Might I
Seems to be
take those
fashioned
copper
from the
pieces?
stone from the Caste. Looks very surprisingly impressively done.
Ooh, that could be.
Pass knife.
Call it Caste dagger.
Yeah, just stab it in someone and just
As
snap
you
it
guys are
off
sort of
inside of
figuring
them.
all this shit out, very quickly the kobolds lose interest in you, and you realize you're not gonna kill them, and immediately begin to get into a political dispute over who's actually was second for the throne, because it wasn't that guy, and
Mhm.
I
Nah,
see
it's
under my
Beepo
breath
now.
from the Lobo. I vote for King Beepo. Let's vote for King Beepo. He's gonna give us free healthcare. Yeah, walk away
a bit
slowly.
of a the kobolds do not care about you guys at this point. They've completely shifted focus, and there's a large political revolution going on.
Oh no, what have we done?
Cheering in the
We have
background.
let them live, is what we've done.
I'm yelling, Beepo, Beepo, Beepo.
Listen, live and let live sometimes. Sure, the last guy tried to, like, ambush assassinate us. I'm sure there's no way these guys are going to come up with the same idea again and do the
Yeah.
exact same thing again the next time we pass through here.
Speaking of, I am going to say aloud as I fly up away from the corpse of the king. In Draconic, I'm going to call out, "If you cross us again, I will slaughter the next king, just like that
Make
one."
this with advantage.
You know, they don't
Okay.
want to be king.
Yeah. Oh,
No, you don't need
I
it.
don't
Fucking awesome
need
power
it.
play to just not do advantage.
Burst
on that
scares
before.
me.
Okay. They all gather their, for a moment again. You gather their attention, and the king especially looks freaked out, and they all sort of huddle down and begin to talk in a low whisper. And now they're actually coming to agreements. They're like, okay, you can be king today. Tomorrow you'll be king, and then I'll be king the next day, and then we're not gonna attack anybody.
Suddenly the argument switches to.
Remember the name Vidnov as he flies away.
Well, I
I
guess
am your
the
god.
idea is, right, if they cycle the kings, whoever happens to be king on that day, the guy's going to get murdered.
And then everybody has a fair chance of dying.
They optimize that for maximum survival in the dumbest way
This
possible.
does not play well for the role that I made earlier. I have to make a note of that so I don't forget.
Ego check. Okay.
Onwards. Let's see. We've
King
carved all
Oobly
of this
had
out of the old
7
meeting
health
rooms.
as opposed to the 5 health the other guys had. He
Oh,
also
I
had
have a-
16 dex instead of 15.
if I smack one of them, they have a 75% chance of dying.
I won't lie, I was gonna use a giant morning star and go to town, and all those
Just
motherfuckers
spit.
are gonna have a ball.
I just have to punch them twice. Just spin! Spin!
Okay.
You spin to win.
Look what I see in the corner.
Open the door. And a few things catch your eye. First of all, this room is very well kept. Not destroyed like the other rooms. You see, this seems to be the meeting room, as the hall is named after. There are 2 more of those guards on the sides guarding the staircase up to the next one. One of them seems to be out of commission. The other seems to be mostly working order, though a little bit dented. This is the first upright one you've seen. In the far corner, you guys see Stefan lying down injured.
Oh, hey. Well then. Does the guard
0
respond to me?
movement so far.
I put my hand up for quiet and then crouch down and see if I can do myself a little stealth check with a little encouragement from
Your little Rava.
Rava.
Alright.
I would like to also stealth and try to fly in.
Here's the problem with stealth.
Alright.
I'm just gonna wait for the signal.
They are active guards.
Local sentry.
Yeah.
Oh, the clap of their ass cheeks that
Rob, you managed to
powerful.
roll in and sort of break line of sight with the table immediately. Vidnov, you can start to move in.
Okay. Now I'm gonna fly towards the ceiling, so I'll adjust the height. I assume this is also
larger,
15 feet?
25 feet. Very grand room.
Nah. I'll do 20.
Immediately when you enter Vidnov, the Guardian will jut its head in your direction.
Does it seem like it'd be able to reach me at this high?
Well, you have a moment to react because it reaches its hand out towards you.
I will do a barrel roll.
Alright. Let's see if the barrel rolls enough to, Oh, hello. That's weird.
Go barrel rolling.
That's lagging the hell out of my game for some reason. Hold on a second.
Oh,
that's
it's
why.
been lag.
That's the right spell. Bolt, not ball. Apparently...
Could I also use my reaction to cast shield as I do the barrel roll?
Well, yeah, if it hits, but you'll notice immediately the Guardian will aim a hand out to you, and a bolt of fire will come out of it. Green flame, the animation will come out yellow.
Oh. Nice.
Flame.
Flame on.
So cool.
Holy shit. There you go. Foundry was fucking exploding for a second there. We'll go right by you as the sort of green fireball just passes by. Intruder! I will allow you to make another stealth check if you'd like as you break a line of sight, though the sentry is immediately moving towards you.
I will toss the torch towards the table and then more or less do a barrel roll into the darkness to try to hide.
Okay.
Stealth. Slightly worse. But this time I'm not holding a light.
Let's wait for it to update on my end. There you go. Alright. Sentry's actively searching. Much less. So you can move yourself to where you're going.
Yeah, I think I would have kind of curled back and tried to tuck into this corner if there's something I can sit on.
Mostly empty except for the stuff in the middle. And you get the feeling that if you're caught out like that, even though you got a
Okay.
stealth deck, you'll probably get seen if you're just out there.
Yeah, so I wanted to throw the torch onto the table over here, and then just kind of like duck into the darkness and try to set down somewhere. But if I don't see anything, then I'll just sit in the corner on the floor.
Grab the torch.
That torch looks like it
that's
got a
the-
lot
that's the
bigger.
bigger one. Just the sort of makeshift one. There you go. Alright. Sentry will come moving out, stepping very loudly. Completely ignores those in the doorway. You will also see it look straight towards you. It does not seem to be affected by the lack of light. Intruder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
take off again then. And witch bolt?
Go for it. I'm gonna say you guys could both get actions in, and then we're gonna have to roll initiative here because I just caught sight of you.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so I'm gonna fly up to 15 feet, and then do a witch bolt.
that will not hit.
Oh, nice.
As you will see it just deflect off of the armor. He'll put a hand out and smack it out of the way, essentially. This thing has a very heavy plate armor and a shield made out of the same material.
Yeah, you guys will hear Vidnov call out in common. Ah, that's
And then
not
you'll be
good.
shot.
Oh god.
Can I use my reaction to do
Will
shield?
Protect from a 20.
Actually, never mind. I can't because I used both my spell slots.
Okay. Well. Hello, boss fight.
I don't like the sound of that.
Is it wrong? I really want to take these things apart.
They're
And you're an artificer. That makes sense.
I'm not, but I really want to take these things apart.
I'm always the
Cool.
artificer. My bad.
All right.
I mean, we can hyper focus on this one right here.
I'm just gonna rip
I
my
mean-
To
shield
give my
off.
blessing again.
Don't roll 2. Don't roll 6.
God damn
roll
it!
17.
God damn it.
13.
That's
It's
so
better
rough.
than I thought.
What do you mean this thing has a dex score?
It
I wish
be
I could rip
moving.
the armor off of this
Yeah,
damn
this
thing.
one is a little dented, but it is still mostly in repair. You could somehow kill it without destroying the armor, which is most of it, like most of its physical being. Then you could potentially use it for something. Though, based on what the other ones you've seen, you could like harvest the armor as like a raw resource.
I'm about to pull out Arduino in this bit.
What? Pulling an
Well, actually,
Arduino
it's less
and what
giving them power.
specifically? Because he's done some things.
Yes. He's done some.
Fucking Arduino. That
Quick
guy.
question. How bad does this suit of armor seem to be in?
Like 60% destroyed-ish.
Okay. Is there anything to indicate that there's anything like on the inside of the armor, or does it seem like completely
It
hollow?
does have the green light coming out of it. Which the ones, even the destroyed
okay.
ones, had a very faint color. The one that's active has the brightest you've seen by far. The one down in the corner here is between the two. Not exactly sure.
Okay.
But Aravi, you do have a moment here, as everyone else was stealthing around. That if you wanted to talk to Stefan or something, you can.
I still feel like I'm in stealth. Yes,
you're
you
still
haven't,
hidden.
like approached me. Okay, cool. I guess I'll pantomime to Stefan if he's alive or not.
I'm alive. Listen, I took down one of them. Gotta destroy the other one. Gotta get me out of here.
Hold on. We'll see if we can get you out. Or at least take care of it.
Thank you. Yeah, Stefan is not okay. Very genuinely hurt. Okay. Let's get this started.
This music seems a lot spicier.
I have a
Almost
small
makes me
question.
wonder if I should do another wisdom save for protagonist.
Leviathann understands something.
Stop playing.
Well, I cannot see. I was going to be a question to the party. Is only one golem or there are two guardians?
It's just one.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. Not bad. I'm gonna regret my words later, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, banger music as always. Bangers.
Alright.
So that was my turn. Shouting the student.
Okay.
Stefan.
Okay. Yeah. Vidnov is going to do the only thing he thinks is a good idea, which is duck underneath the table.
Alright.
And then try to hide again, but under the table.
Go ahead and make your stealth check.
So with advantage, so broke line of sight.
Yeah.
God damn it. It doesn't want me to
it's
hide.
a relatively empty room. The golem, like, you see it, like, peek down for a second and see you down there just to confirm your position.
I will move again. So I
Alright.
still have movement.
I will
You got
hide!
an action, Steve. You can do it twice. He'd be moving, he'd be hiding.
Yeah. I'll move back over here. I think that's the full 30. And try once again.
There you go. It's been tracking you this whole time despite your
There
attempts
we
to hide.
go.
You finally break line of sight and stands straight up and begins to look left and right to find a target.
Alright. And then that is my turn.
Karps.
God damn it.
This heavily armored monstrosity.
I look back.
searching
I look-
around.
I look forward. So, what the fuck do we do? I asked the party, what the fuck do we do?
We do as men do.
I like those odds.
Those were
I'm
odds,
going to
Karps.
just charge and try to take the shield. I'm gonna go for his fucking shield. I'm gonna
Alright.
rip that shit out of his hand.
This will be a contested roll here. As immediately it will turn to you and say, Intruder! It's golemish language.
I'm gonna say, intrude this!
Athletics. Alright, let's see. Contested roll. Athletics versus athletics. Karps versus the Green
Oh.
Flame Guardian. 16 from Karps. He'll begin to pull the shield, and Golem will resist, sort of knocking you away a little bit. Exit the premises at once.
Okay.
You know, I really expect you to say no solicitors.
Also, no solicitors.
Also, no smoking.
I can still. I mean, of course, obviously.
Yes,
What
thank
kind of animal would do that in this place? Yeah, no problem.
Vidnov looks from left to right.
I can still hit him, right? Or no?
That would be an action.
Leave.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm going to. Just hand my turn here, right in his face. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid.
Do not resist.
I'm verbally resisting.
shields granted to you by Roy's engine will be evaporated away in a green smoke as you see he pulls what seems to be a relatively normal longsword out. Will swing at you, except coat. You pulled it out from his very own body and it is coated in a green flame. Just swing again.
Yeah.
That was for concentration. I don't remember what you were concentrating on. That was probably from a while ago.
What was I concentrating?
You just
Yeah, that's probably a while
here's what
ago.
happened. You were like thinking of something, and like the thought escaped you, and you try to remember, and you're just like, ah, shit, couldn't remember.
It was so cool. So cool.
At least
Son of a bitch.
No, it's hot. It's fire.
I know that
now,
was so
when
cool.
you get sliced through, when you get
Green.
sliced through by a flame weapon, typically it like mostly cauterizes instantly. This hurts more. It cauterized the wound, but it feels like it's like eating away at you.
I'm not a seafood buffet.
Serving seafood buffet.
Alyxend.
Let's see. Whoosh. Let's see now. Alyxend raises their quarterstaff upon the end, their holy symbol. Let's go for a good old. May the turning of the heavens bring us succor and rest. Twilight Sanctuary!
Waiting for that.
Yeah.
A crescent, a sun and crescent sigil will form around Alyxend. First time using Twilight Sanctuary. Hell yeah.
It's so cool. I know, it's so fucking cool, isn't it? That area is dim light, the sphere moves with me, lasts 1 minute until I get incapped or die, whichever one happens first. And if you guys end your turn, within it, you gain d6 plus my cleric level in temporary hit
That
points.
includes yourself, right?
Or, including myself. Or you can end the charmed or frightened condition. And then with a bonus duck, because I got one of those. Do I want to do this now? Wait, hold on. I'm even in range. That's a great question. I am not. Never mind. I'll stand there menacingly.
Lots of angry staring.
Oh wait, no. Fucking eat shit. Spiritual weapon. But it fucking
There you
missed.
go. What form does your spiritual weapon take?
It looks like a.
A femur.
It just looks like a floating, one of my floating holy symbols, vaguely resembling like a mace or an axe. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, I love it.
Like a light
So fucking cool.
Like, like,
Man, I fucking love Foundry.
When I was like programming your tokens, I got to Twilight Sanctuary. I just happened to find that exact symbol. I use that for everything. For your character.
That's
So
good.
yeah, I love it so much.
I wish I could go through every single spell and code it so it all works perfectly. And sometimes it's just so much. So I just try to hit like the main class features.
Mm-hmm.
Roy. You're up.
Roy is going to raise his hands and his eye is going to turn pink. He's going to channel as little
quote unquote natural magic that he has, and I will like DC 14 charisma, please.
He is.
Hey.
Creature
Oh
seems
shit!
to easily shove up the effect. Seems to have. Actually, make an Arcana check.
You got it.
Magic resist.
Oh no.
As
16.
Shinny figured out, this creature does have a strong magic resistance. Huge AC, huge magic resistance.
I will.
A defensive powerhouse of a creature.
Got it. I'm in danger. I'm going to scream that to the party, and I'm going to take cover behind here. That's my choice.
Intruders dissected outside of the meeting hall. Computing. It seems that the creature thinks for a second. to itself. And then it will just sort of continue fighting. Just trying to decide something.
To initiate self-destruct or not?
I surrender.
Calculating.
Swoop and distract.
5, 4, boom.
She's actually going to be moving this way. Huh. And open the door.
That's the rest of the hallway.
There we go.
Aravi.
How much do I think Stefan weighs?
His armor isn't actually particularly heavy, but he is like a large dude, like a pretty fucking large dude. Probably in the realm of like.
Is it less?
I would
less
say it
than
is
250
about
pounds.
I got the money.
All right.
All right.
I can lift him then. I will pick him up and crouch down and use my speed boost to drag both of us. Hup. I'm going to put him down in the corner.
In the corner.
In this corner up here, so that he is in the circle. And then, do I have enough to get back? I do. Whoop. Hi!
Hey!
Fancy
First
meeting
hit is
you
landed
here.
as you just managed to like poke your claws through the heavy armor of it. Hey, again.
Woo!
Multiple intruders arriving from outside of the
Oh,
meeting.
my homies.
Computing. Altering orders. Interpreting orders.
Our survival centered on self.
Venturing outside of the meeting hall, still not deemed necessary.
Alright. What is the button to put down a point when measuring?
Left click, but hold
'Cause I don't
on.
remember.
Left click. Hold control.
After your turn, Vidnov, on initiative 19, but
Look, when you
lower than Aravi. Less dex.
when you control click another click to add another waypoint. And you right click to delete a waypoint.
See, I've been doing the click and drag method.
Vidnov, near the closest, you will notice
Wait a second.
the other Green Flame Guardian will begin to rise. Yes.
Shambling to stand.
It's not quite dead!
Oh, nice.
Why does people say when they took care of one thing they didn't mean it?
Okay.
Yeah, I just realized that. Alright. it'll sort of become engulfed in green flame for a moment. And will simply fly over the table.
What?
Oh, nice.
How?
Motherfucker. Vidnov, he's stealing your trick to fly. Only birds can fly. What is this?
Dash. Multiple intruders detected.
Well, I'm glad I didn't. Do either of them look like they're... let's see. The one that they're currently attacking
Both have a
has a shield, right? Oh, damn. Okay.
Attack pattern resulted.
Yeah, I'm going to duck above the table and throw 2 of my daggers at the one that just flew over there, and then duck back under the table right there. So that'd be a total of 5, 10, yeah, 15 feet. Let's see. I'll do a silvered. And then that would be with
Yes.
advantage because I was in stealth. Is that correct? Okay. Do that
Still
one
in
again.
just clinks off of the heavy armor and shield.
Damn. And then the next one will not have advantage because my cover
Look at
was
sneak attack
blown.
bonus. Your party is melee with the creature.
And
We are
throw.
everywhere.
It rolled advantage anyways.
It's too
You rolled
far,
disadvantage.
But
Hmm.
looking at the roll, it would not have hit. Things are just clinking off the armor. It's
Damn.
resisting effects.
Alright. And then I can bonus action hide, I believe, right?
Bonus action to throw your offhand weapon.
Alright, okay.
Alright.
Then yeah, I'll just be underneath the table now.
Karps.
Hell. I want to look at the armor because I want to take a good look at it to see if there's anything funny about it besides what I've already seen. Can I just roll like... Yeah, there we go.
Nothing of note about it. Seems pretty definitively. It's extremely heavy armor. It's definitely plate armor. A very old make. Seems like whatever the core essence of the creature is on the inside of it. It's very hard to access. And it can't exactly. It doesn't have any direct weak points you could tell. Prying the shield off seems like it would have worked if you were able to succeed on the check. But no, really. Yeah.
Can you go again for the shield? I'm gonna go again.
Is this the one? This is the one that was
You can roll one.
flyby effect on, which I believe that does affect ability checks, right, Knight? Right?
The next attack
Disadvantage on this.
roll
He's
or
distracted by the bird flying overhead, or the owl dragon creature. Perhaps he gets a pull on it. Oh! It will just meet.
Ooh, status
So what we're
quo.
gonna do here is one more time with an increased effect if you succeed.
Oh. No. Not again. I remember
You're gonna have
this.
disadvantage on this set.
Do it!
Everybody,
Same effect.
roll 20.
If he fails this, it falls prone.
Baby!
Karps,
I got
Pull
20s
and
and
just
once.
fly backwards as you just lift the shield up out of his hands, throw it back, or grab it yourself. And the creature will try so hard to grab onto it, but is off balance and be knocked prone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
It's a
job.
little bit awkward.
Good job, buddy.
Because on its turn, it'll stand back up.
Yeah, I knew. I knew it was gonna happen, but I still got.
It's okay.
You
Use
could choose
Hobbit's
first if you
movement
want
to
to be
do
in
that.
melee or if you wanted to knock it back. I would have said that move of yours could have been a free disengage.
I'm gonna say knockback. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage. That way, if he has moves closer, they'll hit him.
Oh, at the end of your
Aravi will
turn,
hit him.
Karps, get 4 temp hit points.
Okay.
Yes, and Vidnov would have gotten some as well, right?
Only if they would have exceeded your current pool of temp hit
There's
points.
6 right now.
Which I don't
Oh,
think
is it?
I.
Oh, okay.
It
Oh, in that
nice.
case.
Yeah, it looks like more because
7.
There you go.
Thank you.
Whoa.
The 1 hit point might make the difference. You never
Since
know.
you have concentration, Alyxend, is Twilight Sanctuary concentration?
Nope.
Neither is spiritual weapon. Yeah.
And
spiritual
neither.
weapon is?
Spiritual weapon is
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's not. My bad.
I have a bunch of set it and forget it
Analyzing
things.
threats.
Nice.
It just.
We'll
Most severe threat points
raise its
towards
weapon and
bird.
Look at you, Alyxend.
That's very rude.
Breaking through your temporary hit points and then slight amount of damage. You'll then swing again.
Alright.
Alyxend, you're up.
Again, really rather rude. Still. Roll to my spiritual weapon. Wait, I shouldn't. Attack. Wait, oh, click, attack. Fuck! Imagine placing my faith in a spell.
Looks at Sacred Flame.
I know, right? I'm gonna spin to attack the damaged one. Normal.
Yeah. These are heavily
Yeah.
armored. At least the one up top does no longer have a shield.
Really? That's true. Still. Attack did not work, sad. As a bonus duck, I basically like to switch places with my spiritual weapon.
Roy.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to use my last spell slot so I can resummon my cannon. And it's going to be my Force Ballista.
Okay.
Something tells me they might be immune to fire, right?
I mean, the only thing is I'm going to be able to do is fire or force, so this is the best that I have. I mean, I could basically use Shocking Grasp, but I don't think that's a good idea. Like, go, you know.
Yeah,
No.
run in, tase them, and step back out again.
Take that attack opportunity.
Well, no, the taser prevents the attack
Oh no, the
opportunity.
taser does, and you're right. And they are metal.
Yep.
Just don't miss.
I just don't.
Based on my rolls tonight, but let's go first of all, Force Ballista.
Okay, we said don't miss. That's missing.
That
You had one job.
that was bonus action, reaction, take Corrigan.
Oh dear. I don't.
I'll do the set again. I need an action to summon my turret, so that's my turn.
Hup. Alyxend, you get advantage this time.
Ooh. I have had
On your
one
next
heart.
attack roll or ability check.
I have a plan. It mostly involves hitting things, but I have a plan.
Alright. Let's see if I can continue the plan.
Does not.
Does that hit him with his lessened armor class?
AC 18,
Plate armor.
I'm guessing?
Yeah, probably a flat 18.
Flame, I am ineffective this turn.
Imagine walking around in plate armor.
This Green Flame Guardian's turn, it will say. Threat level's
Oh,
adequate.
I've got to give myself my tactic points.
We'll look at the other Green Flame Guardian, they will lock vision, I guess you could say. Beginning merge.
Yeah.
Oh no. Don't.
This Green Flame
Merge?
Guardian will die.
Merge.
Oh my fucking god.
And you will see the green flame will leave it and begin to enter this guardian. And that is where
I
my
hollow
absolutely
now.
pissed my pants. Yes!
Come on.
Privately cut scream.
Does that one seem to
That
be
one's completely gone.
hollowed out
Like
now?
that one's- that at least had something left. And this one
Okay.
is burning with the fury of 1,000 suns. 1,000 green suns.
Hmm.
This is
Does
at that
anybody have a
moment
health
to...
potion?
Not me.
Alright.
Because I dropped Stefan in the circle for the temp HPs, but it's probably not going to be enough to get him back in the fight.
True.
So having
reroll your
another
D6,
NPC in the fight might be a
just
good
to see how
idea.
much you would have had. So level 5. Alright.
Bam.
Nice, fine. Alright. Numb that down. Okay. Good shit, folks. My turn.
Nice.
Well, that was fun. But go get some water, yeah?
We got some good story show. Figured out I'm a skeleton. No one freaked
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
Everything's going well. Best possible outcome for Alexander, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Vidnov thinks he's the protagonist now. That's going to be interesting. Well,
Again,
it didn't help that two things went very, very much leaning that way and had almost nothing to do with each other
Kingmaker.
when they happened. So I was
No,
like,
that was
oh,
Aravi that declared the
Okay.
new king. God, I fucking love kobolds.
Yeah.
Green Flame Guardians.
Snapshot of this so it saves.
I am salvaging
Luckily,
these
the one that
motherfuckers when
merged,
they're
is the one
destroyed.
without
I
the
am
shield.
salvaging the hell out of them.
Good plan.
that's a good
Oh, good
point.
point.
Their weapons might count as those special weapons that the trader wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
Very
might
true.
need a long rest to make us a bag of holding because I think we're gonna need it.
Well, I would suggest we're long resting in this chamber after we're done, or another nearby chamber before we move
Maybe
on.
a short rest at least.
At least. We should have short rested
Yeah.
before this fight, honestly, but
Yeah. If these guys had like a special tone or spirit that lets them be, a live goal, I'm probably gonna join that one.
although, well, now that they're merged, it might be different. But he did say that he wasn't going to leave the meeting room. So maybe